Are you an indie artist struggling to build your brand? Are you struggling to figure out where you stand among your fellow artists? Or maybe trying to figure out exactly which genre your music is in? Then keep watching, because in this video, I'm going to be sharing 3 of my best tips that will help you build a successful and clear band image and brand. Let's blast off. You got that and I can't stop with these boys from California. Konnichiwa, cyborgs. I'm Jonathan Miller, and welcome back to Jonathan Miller Music, helping you become a better songwriter. I make futuristic and outer space-inspired dance pop music, and every Wednesday on this channel, I'm helping others take their music to level 2. That sounds good? Consider subscribing. If not, then my heart will be broken, and I will be sad. But you can make me happy if you subscribe. I'm just saying, options there. Think about that. Number 1, know yourself personally. What are your likes and dislikes? What are your personality traits? Morals? All of these things play an important role into who you are as a person and who you want to be perceived as an artist, whether that's a stage persona or not. You can be all about the music and not get political or anything. You don't always have to be controversial if you don't want to, if that's not what you're all about. I'm just saying that you want to know yourself well enough so that way when you go to introduce yourself to a potential fan, whether in person or online, you know yourself well enough to be confident in introducing who you are. For example, I'm Jonathan Miller. I'm a 90s kid at heart, so I of course love things like Pokemon and Power Rangers, and I was really young when the pop explosion in like 1997 to 2002 came about, so it's what I grew up listening to. I also love the summertime, I love futuristic technology and cityscapes, and I love astronomy, and I'm fascinated by the stars and planets. I'm a silly and a little bit sassy, kind-hearted person who believes in equal rights for all, and all of that plays an important role in who I am as an artist and the types of fans that my music attracts. Now, it's taken me a long time to figure this out, like a lot of self-discovery, but honestly, the better you know yourself, the better you will be able to present yourself as a professional artist or band. Number 2, research your top 5 influences or similar artists. If you're just starting out and you don't really know who your similar artists are, ask some family or friends to listen to your music and give some feedback. Your family and friends are always your first fans, so don't be afraid to ask them for help. But in your research, how is their music categorized on Amazon or Wikipedia? What kind of content are they posting on social media? Even down to what emojis do they commonly use? How do they interact with their fans? What kinds of words or language do their fans use to describe them and their music? Make a list of common keywords that you hear or see. Listen through their first album and their latest album. How are they different? How are they similar? Take a lot of notes. Do your research, do the grunt work. It's not glamorous, it's not fun, but it is so worth it because all of these keywords can help you describe your own music and yourself as an artist as well. Take a lot of time to do this, like over a few months. See how things change. And number 3, discover your own niche inside your umbrella genre. I know. What the hell does that mean? Well, umbrella genre just means the big genre that you're a part of. So like pop or metal or jazz or hip hop or folk. And a niche or micro niche is kind of like a subgenre within that genre. Amazon and Wikipedia actually list the umbrella genre and subgenres of a certain song or artist. This can help you really figure out where your music fits inside a big giant ocean. You're looking to be a big fish in a small pond, not a small fish in a giant ocean. But doing this research is so key to helping you figure out where your subgenre is. For example, a lot of people say that my music sounds like Britney Spears. Wikipedia lists her musical genres as pop, dance pop, and electropop. Pop would be the umbrella genre in this case, and dance pop and electropop are subgenres of that. Now, because I've done countless hours of research myself, I know this lines up because, well, I do make pop music. Also, the majority of my music is very dancey and is heavily influenced by other subgenres of pop like electropop. I also know that my music tends to have a younger bubblegum vibe, which is in line with Britney's earlier work. And fans of mine tend to use those words when describing my own music. So just doing this one example, I know so much is in line. So give it a try. I know it's not fun, but it's definitely going to help you in the long run. You also might need to research certain characteristics of a subgenre just just to make sure your music actually does fall into that category. For example, I thought my music was super electropop until I really learned what dance pop was, and then I was like, oh, that's where my music is. Just kidding. But it still does have influences of electropop, so sometimes I use them interchangeably depending on what song I'm talking about. And you can do that too, as long as you know what you're talking about. And all of this might vary project to project, but as long as you stay within the certain realm of what you want to be known for, you will start to have a really good idea of who you are as an artist and your associated brand and image. So those are some tips on how to build a successful band image. Question of the video: what genre or subgenre of music do you create? Hit me up in the comments and let me know. If you're into pop and you want to check out some of my music, there are links in the description below to Spotify and iTunes if you want to check them out. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like on it and subscribe if you're new. I put out new videos every single Wednesday. For those in the US, happy 4th of July, and I think that's gonna be it. I will see you next time. Mata ne!